The 2021 season is presented by Best on Tour. Sign up for free at bestontour.net. Well, lately for the last year or so, I've just been doing tournament videos, just basically the tournament day. We are going to do the tournament videos again for the James River. It's the first Bassmaster Northern Open of the year on the James River Tidal fishery. If you listen to BTL, you know, not exactly sure how this one is going to go. Gonna give myself a couple extra days here. Bradley Hallman and I leaving. It is Thursday afternoon. We don't really have a place to stay for the next 2 or 3 nights, so we have a generator if we have to load the boat up. I've got a bunch of hooks, and there's the Traeger. We have 1,200 miles to go. I'm gonna try to probably get somewhere outside of Nashville tonight and stop. Then tomorrow, drive another 8 or 9 hours, stop about 2 hours outside of the James River. I-40, here we come again. It seems like I live on that thing now. How does your back feel this morning?
Stiff.
That sucks. Nashville was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's early.
Yep.
What exit are you at?
219. We have about 10 hours to go, and we are headed to Rocka Chalk Jayhawk campground, but we're gonna stop about an hour earlier. Started to stop just outside of Nashville yesterday. The problem is Brad threw out his back, so he did it petting a dog, his dog. He said he doesn't regret petting the dog because he loves that dog, but he threw his back out petting that dog, and so he did not have a great night. I think we're gonna stop somewhere probably around 2 or 3 this afternoon, work on tackle, and get a game plan together for the first day of practice tomorrow, which is Saturday.
Earn free crypto just by learning about it.
You came in with some idea, you were telling me about it was late, and I was trying to listen and pay attention.
It is Saturday morning. We found a Hampton. There's Brad. Andrew's behind Brad. There's Andrew. So I got like 14 hours to figure out the James River. First day on it. I figured out the tide deal. Andrew had a website, so low tide is right now. Just 6:40 in the morning. Apparently the white for the next couple hours is what the word on the street is. And it sucks for the rest of the day until it's like going down. I think I may have gotten that wrong. Pronunciation a little bit wrong before. Rockahawk. Sounds like a fishy place. Oh, I just ran up to Rockahawk. We have made it to the Rockachot campground. Andrew Upshaw is my de facto mentor for the last 10 minutes because I have no clue what the hell I'm doing here. He showed me how to read the tide charts off of my Navionics chip. He told me what tides they typically bite on. He informed me that this area that I thought looked really good was actually a separate lake that we can't even access.
He's like, man, I think that looks great. There's all kinds of offshore stuff. I'm like, that's the lake. It's not good.
There's like not very good mapping. There's 8 million boats here. But they live here, right? They live here.
Yeah, I mean.
Biggins.
Yeah, biggins. Big ones.
30-pound limits.
No.
Glide baits. Crystal clear
Yeah, you might
water.
as well put that thing up on this place.
Do you not have a glide bait tied on?
No.
No, you don't. Oh, you got some sneaky stuff. I can't be showing that.
Oh, I ain't got nothing
How
sneaky.
is that one rigged? With the treble hook and the rivet?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
That is sneaky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty sneaky there.
That's sneaky. We are up here at Rockahawk. This is literally as far as you can go right there. The Chickahominy River, which apparently is like the river to be in up here. There's 2 other tournaments coming out and about 100 of the open guys. There's little things on here that you click and it tells you what the tide is. Kind of looks like Jurassic Park a little bit with the cypress. If you go to the full map and then you click on the little deal, it tells you that right now we're at low tide and it's incoming. I love the feeling when you get comfortable with the fishery. Like you go, you have no idea what's going on, you're like, this is not going well, and then boom, something clicks and it actually makes sense. So it might not click for the first couple days. I'm not expecting it to. I'm expecting it to be a challenge, but man, if you want to do this full time, like if this is what you want your gig to be, fishing, you gotta learn how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. So yeah, right now it's at 1.8 feet at 1122. It'll be 2.5 feet at 132, and then at 745 is 0.022, which is low. So that's, I would assume, high, low, and then this red dot, because I had to reset my time, is where we are right now. Like on that same stretch, it's only about a 40-yard stretch, and I freaking caught another short, missed one, and then I was like, I'm gonna just spin around and really slow down and like pitch behind each little current seam. Third flip, I caught another 5, so I'm freaking done catching them. Like, I know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna shake them off the next 4 days. Now I've got 4 for 17 or 18 pounds today. Yeah. Well, it is Sunday, which means that it is day 2 of practice on the James River. Pleasantly surprised yesterday with how things went. First day fishing a tidal system and it wasn't bad. Hey, quit looking at the stuff on my front deck. Quit looking at the stuff on my front deck.
What's going on over there? How's our boy doing?
It's Pete Glusick, bitches. Pete Glusick, Bass University, Ike Live. All right, now I'm competing against Pete, but Pete's got an open win on a tidal fishery, right?
I do, yeah.
On a tidal fishery.
Yeah.
One piece of advice for me. Yesterday was my first day ever fishing a tidal fishery. One piece of advice, not just for this river, but just tidal fisheries in general that might help me finish in the top 200 this week.
Best piece of advice is forget about the time of day. Whenever you catch a fish, whenever you get action or activity, you want to note exactly what the tide is at that time, because you catch them at 8 o'clock this morning, that's going to correlate this weekend to about 11 o'clock. So if the activity is going on right now, it has nothing to do with the time of day. It's all tidal. So you just got to move that tide every hour. So write down the tide you catch your fish. That'll help you predict when you're going to be able to catch them on Derby Day.
Supposedly the last 2 hours and the first 2 hours are the tides that you want, right?
Yeah, when the fish are feeding, those are key, but are they spawning here? doesn't matter near as much when that's going on, or changes the perspective. But here's another key deal: is this far in front of the tournament, you want to pay special attention to practice the tides that you're going to see during the tournament, which are probably going to be occurring way late this afternoon and into the evening. So, you know, this morning we probably won't see these tides on Derby Day.
Which is very interesting, because I was a little nervous about the tides, and then once I saw a cycle, a tide, an in and an out, I understood, okay, this is the deal. Like Pete said, it has nothing to do with the time of the day. It's like a switch.
Absolutely.
It's like, man, I haven't had a bite for 4 hours. Then it's just like donk, 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 donk.
You know, I'm interested in what's going on down here right now. I've never fished here this time of year. Are they spawning? They're Florida strains. Are they gonna, you know, it's kind of late. Is it post spawn? You know, are they still going to be digging for the spawn? Because you know how the Florida strains are. They like to spawn in the hotter water. And you know, so what phase are we in? Are these post spawn? Are we still going to pre-spawn fish out there? Are they actively doing it? I don't know.
So many questions. That's why he's the Dean, Pete Lusick. All right, thanks, Pete.
Good luck, man. It's good seeing you. How's our boy?
Good.
Yeah,
His head's doing better.
that's good.
He's feisty.
Good. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it is May 9th, which means it's Mother's Day. Which means I should probably call my mom. Alright, well, it is day 3 of practice, Monday. Put it at the mouth of the Chickahominy today. I've had 2 good days of practice. Shook some good fish off yesterday. Caught a couple good fish on single hook baits that I couldn't shake off. But I kind of want to see if I can put together a little bit of a milker on something that I can hit on the way back if things go really well down in the Chick, or if things go really bad and I don't have anything. Different section. It already looks a little dirtier, a little bit more kind of spread out, not as pretty and rivery. Well, it is the night before the tournament. I drew like about 140 with a 4 p.m. check-in. We have moved out of the hotel into literally a camper by the river. We got a hammock. We got all 3 of our boats over there. And here's the river. So, honestly, I have no idea what to think going into this tournament. I feel like I've had a really good practice, have a couple things going, but everyone you talk to and go around, like, I think everybody's really catching them. Was not expecting this at all on the James River. And once again, it's going to be a drop shot derby. You got to see a little bit during practice. I didn't film a lot of it. I actually shook everything off, basically. I caught a couple fish on Sunday, and then pretty much shook everything off the rest of the time. But shook 50, 60 fish off. Some of them felt really good. So got a little bit of current stuff going on Cypress Knee, some dock stuff, I think some spawning fish stuff. So we actually have a generator here. We did a campfire last night. We've got a generator to charge our boats. We're out here in the dang country. I didn't think the James would be this fun. I hope I'm saying that at about 4:15 tomorrow afternoon. The 2021 season is presented by Best on Tour. Sign up for free at bestontour.com. bassmasternorthern.net.